Welcome back to another random DIY. We're going to be replacing these mirrors here with some tow mirrors. Make this video short, sweet, straight to the point. Well, it's pretty busy here. I'll put a link in the description for these tow mirrors if you want to check them out. But these mirrors as a truck driver are just a joke. Picked them up on Amazon for about 170, 180 bucks. They've got blinkers here and they've got a blinker here. And right here are actual basically backup lights, or I mean, you could wire them to be running lights. But as a truck driver, I'd like to be able to see out of my mirrors, and having this convex mirror down below is absolutely huge. If I'm looking out this little mirror, I can barely see anything. Granted, I do have a backup camera, but like I said, I like to use my mirrors. You can really see everything in that mirror. That's what I want to see. I don't know if you're in the same situation. We're thinking about doing the same thing, but this is a very easy 10-minute install, unless you're going to wire up the backup lights or running lights. I'm not going to wire those up today. We're going to save those for another time because the town is really busy. What you're going to need to do this is electrical tape if you don't want to hook up the wires right away, and some baling wire, some thick gauge wire if you have it, or just double up your baling wire like I did here, and then another piece of baling wire to hold the door panel so you don't have to completely disconnect everything if you don't want to. You're also going to need a 10mm socket and an extension. You need your mirrors. Now, this red and black wire is the wire for your running light, which I'm not going to be hooking up. I'll hook up the wire so that I can route it later. I'll show you really quickly how I did that over here on the passenger side. When the door panel's off, I ran the wire down through the wire protector here, and then I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can. I electrical taped the tips of the wires and ran a zip tie on it, and I'm just tucking it up and inside. So it'll be saved and ready for later. What you're also going to need is maybe a couple trim piece tools or a small flathead screwdriver. Eventually I'm going to swap out these handles. The chrome is, I mean, if you can see that, it's just peeling right off. But we need to get underneath this, so a little screwdriver would actually work better, but I can get this in there like I did last time. Come on. Alright. Like I said, screwdriver might be better for that. I do have one inside, but the other side popped off really easy. Ooh. Set that down. Then you need to unlock your doors. This little piece here, you need to pop that out. Just like so. And mine broke. Ugh. Actually, it should go right back on. That actually locks onto your screw thread for the locking and unlocking. Set that down there, and then you need to get this piece out right back here. And you can come in different angles, but I find that coming in from the side like this with your tool and popping it out makes it really easy. From there, you got 3 screws, 10mm here, and then 2 10mm, see if you can see this, 2 10mm screws right up in there. And that's what you want the extension for. This is it's not much of a reach, but it'll work. And then just unscrew it. Whoa. Ooh. And as you can see, all three of these screws are the exact same size. So you can't get them messed up. Now this is where your trim tool comes in handy. Get back here and start popping things off. And once you do, this is where you want one of your pieces of baling wire. You just grab the door panel and lift up. Oh, whoops. Don't forget to take this piece off. It's held on by 3 metal clips in the back. And sometimes it gets caught on the door panel hole right there. Take those off. Now we can lift this thing up and off. Now, you can see back there, some of these clips have been broken. Someone did a number to this truck before I owned it, the previous owner. Maybe a little special they were. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the wire around there and then around here. And I like to do this so that I don't have to unplug everything. Now, you want to be able to get to that mirror through here, so you got to make sure that your window is down. And then you're good to go. From there, you're going to want to pull back some of this foam. Soundproofing material here. It just comes right undone. And you don't need to go too far. You need to expose this wire here. Okay. Now you can leave these clips if you want to. There's usually 2 of them. Yeah, one here, one here. And you can tell that this whole, well, at least I can, because I swapped out the mirror on the other side over there. But this is a completely new loom, new wiring loom. Look at all this. This is from bodywork that they screwed up on the driver's side. We'll get into that in another time and why in the future I will be doing a bed liner on the entire truck. So what we want to do is we want to pull out this foam. Set that aside. Now these are also 10 millimeters, so you're not going to have to worry. There are 3 of them, so you don't have to worry about changing the size. Now this is what I like about the wire, holding this thing up with the wire, so you can literally take your door panel and gently make sure there's nothing in the pocket. Flip it upside down and see, this is your wire right here for your mirror. Okay, so you're just going to unplug your black and then your white. Now I have an LTZ, so I've got power mirrors, lights, all sorts of stuff, heated mirrors on this thing. They're pretty sweet. I'm going to lose a lot of function when I swap, but visibility is more important to me. Now we've got the wire unplugged. Just push it right on through here. And we'll leave those clips. Wow, they actually put a 3rd one on this side. There's only 2 on the other one, but I left them attached to the other mirror. So now we're unplugged. Now we can undo this mirror. And this is why I say you want to have this undone. If you're doing this by yourself, you can't get this mirror off. Yeah, like I said, I live in Tombstone, if y'all don't know, but this is a regular occurrence with the horses and the carriages. when you live here in the historical district. So I just loosen these up so I can take them off by hand. All three of them. So once they're loose, you want to grab onto your mirror, right? Make sure you don't lose it. And let's see if I can, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm using a camera called an Ordro EP7, and right there is it's showing me what you're seeing. So go really slow when you get towards the end so you don't drop these. I like to set them right down here, and then I always take off the bottom two first. I say always because I actually managed a body shop up in Washington State for about 5 years, and I was a combo tech there as well. So I used to do this stuff quite often. So it's very simple. So don't be afraid to, get a little dirty and save yourself some money and do it yourself. And then from there, looks like my mirror is actually kind of stuck on. So I'll go to the other side here and just give it a little persuasion. A little persuasion here. Shouldn't be a clip, but this one. You see all this gray right here? That's primer from the idiots at the body shop that messed up my entire driver's side of the truck. That thing does not want to come out, does it? There we go. Give it a little love tap. It's this little plastic clip. It's just a stabilizing clip so that once the screws are out, it doesn't fall off. Now, I'm not gonna be throwing these mirrors out, okay? I'm actually gonna save them. I thread the wire right on through there. Now we have this little plug-in right here, and that is for the red and black wire. Let me angle you down a little more. There you go. And that is this wire here. So, like I said, I want to plug this in and just pre-wire it for later. And we'll run this through the opposite direction just so that we can plug it in to here. And you want to make sure that it's got the little locking clip on the top versus your release switch. And make sure it clips in. Come around here, feed your red and black wires through. Feed that wire through. Look at all this primer overspray. Absolute fucking idiots at a body shop. Should be fired. Alright. So I'm going to grab this and line up your holes just like so. Alright, and then just in reverse order, start with the top one. And then go ahead and tighten them up. All right. All right. So now we've got your red and black wires here, and I don't want to get them tangled up or knotted up because they're long and they become a rat's nest. So everyone's going to do this their own way. I like to make sure that you know, that there's no, because it's connected, I just want to make sure that it's not going to try and do something or foul something up. So wire them up, or tape them up, protect them until the day that I come back and connect these to my backup lights or my running lights. Really kind of depends, I guess, on how I feel when I go to wire them up. But as of right now, I just don't want to wire them up. So I want to see if I even like these mirrors first. And I know $180 is a lot of money to spend on mirrors. It may not like them, but it is what it is. All right, so now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to route these wires down here with one of the other pieces of baling wire, which is right here. I'm going to route it through here, and then I'm going to tuck it right in there. Ooh. And I don't know if you were even able to see that, so I'm going to end up tucking these wires right up underneath behind this panel here for a later date. So I'm going to do that. First we need to pop that off, which is nice and easy. And this one, come on. It's just a little push clip that you got to get to, and once you get to one, it just comes right out. So take this in strides. I'm going to need another piece of wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish this wire right through here. Grab it with this hand. Make sure I have enough, and then I'm going to fish it again. Come on. Right up there. So now, as you can see, the wire's coming out down here and coming out up here. Now, we don't want to grab these wires at the tight end. We want to keep as much wire as we can, nice and loose. And we'll just wrap them. Just like that. Now, feed the wires through, careful not to chafe them. Now, I like to bring the wires up and around this bolt here. That way it helps ensure that they stay a little bit further away from the window mechanisms. And since we're already connected here, what I'll do is I'm going to run this stronger piece of wire through the inside of the panel here, out and down this, and have it come out, and then we'll hook on to this. See. Take this wire and just wrap it around here like so, right? And then I want to get this one in here, because you can reach with your fingers or the pair of pliers. Just go by feel, grab that wire, and just pull her on through. Now you've got a nice clean route for your wires out of sight through here. Pop that back in, pop that one back in. Now your wires are sticking out for when you're ready to wire them up. Now you just need to get this baling wire off. I want to be able to pull the wires out at some point, but I want to keep them together and protected. So I'm going to put a zip tie on it so we don't get another rat's nest of wires. Whoop. All right. Now from here, we'll just take the wires and tuck them right up underneath this panel here. That way they don't get caught on any feet. They're out of the way. And it's pre-wired for when we're ready to hook up that white light. Now this one, we plug in right back into the door panel. Pop this out. It's a little push pin. All right. Pull this up in here, and then I want to find right here. It'll actually say black, so you just plug that in, pop that back in, get some power on, choose the driver's side mirror, and watch it move. There we go. All right, so we're set. Here we are in the truck checking out these mirrors, and we'll adjust it. I'm pretty sure you can see that being adjusted left and right. Works. Looks really good, actually. Convex mirror. There's a manual mirror. That looks perfect. I like to be able to see my tires. Now that mirror is pretty good. And yeah, maybe we should take it for a ride real fast. Just around the block. See how smooth it really is. I've heard some stories back and forth. We're going to roll up the windows about these mirrors possibly shaking. So let's just do a quick little drive around the block. Ooh. Sorry, that's the styrofoam in the back. Can't shut it up. bit. They do seem to kind of rattle the mirror itself. Yeah, the driver's side mirror does seem to shake a little bit with every little bump. Not the housing, just the actual glass. And so does the passenger side, and we haven't even hit highway speeds yet. That's not too bad, I guess. I mean, it's nice being able to see, you know, the ground next to my rear tires and more area as far as the bigger side mirrors go too. Time will tell if I keep these mirrors on, but I think they're okay. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I don't know if you can see this during the day, but the blinker is working in the mirror, which is nice. I don't know if it's working on the outside though, so we'll have to take a look at that. See if it works when the four ways are put on here. I just went around the block real fast. Wow. Yeah, that mirror is really nice. That convex mirror, while backing up, that is awesome. That's what I like to be able to see, right where my tire's going. I mean, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. And when you're in a lifted truck, it makes it even better. I love that. I absolutely love these convex mirrors. We'll see how bad they rattle. Like I said, these mirrors were $180 on Amazon, and they had a lot of mixed reviews. So let's see. The four ways. So with the four ways on, it is blinking on the mirrors. And let's see what it's doing on the opposite side. So I think you guys can see that. But yeah, it's blinking here too. That is nice. I actually kind of like that. Nice and stable mirrors. This one's blinking. Yeah, those look pretty cool. So the red and black wires will actually turn this white light on when I throw it in reverse once I hook them up. But we'll do that another day. So hopefully this video wasn't too long. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.